let's go ahead and get back in here. I'm still trying to figure out how to, like, run a commercial. What is... I don't know. Because I really should run, like, especially now that we're getting... Oh, here we go. Okay. I see it now. So whenever I take a break every, like, hour or something and just, like, go refill my drink, I should probably run, like, one commercial. Especially if we're getting, you know, like, over a few hundred people. If I run a commercial, I might get, like, $1. Which would help. A little bit, since I'm not going to be on the screen anyways. Okay, so... obviously haven't had a great start to the season win rate wise. Pretty abysmal win rate, but I think a lot of people are probably feeling me on that. Most people, it seems. I mean, for everyone that loses a game, there are other people that win games, but I don't know. It's been rough on the start of the season. I think a lot of it is there's just so much variance because so many like people are playing that haven't played in a couple of months. But I mean, it's not an excuse. You should be able to win regardless if you're playing better. You just have to adjust your playstyle to incorporate more chaos. And I always have a hard time doing that at the start of seasons. I don't know. I just don't recalibrate very well. But that's what I'm doing. So I'm not going to ban Nautilus. And I guess if Nautilus is up, I'm probably just going to pick him and try that out again. I just feel like Echo has to be banned. I've seen so many games early on in the season where Echo just runs away with it, both on my team and on the enemy team. He's just way, way too strong. And Oh, I'm sorry about that, Matt. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into that and see. That seems unusual. Morgana is banned also, so we might try out old Nautilus here. Definitely do not want to give them that knock-up. Okay, so they are doing like Yasuo Nami. Oh, okay. So the 2 hours each is while it is, that's while it's processing. So because it was a really long stream, at least this is how it should work. It might be broken. I'll have to look into that. But how it should work is while it's processing, then you only get the last 2 hours of it. Last night was a really long stream. It was like, I don't know, 6 or 7 hours or something. So it was going to take like a lot longer to process. So it probably took like 5 hours to process or something. Okay, yeah, but like you're right, 24 hours later is weird, so. Now, I don't know. I don't think Yasuo's wind wall stops Nautilus's ult. Now, I saw on stream somewhere, I'm going to have to double check this. People were saying that a lot of pros were maxing Hook. I'm not sure if that's correct. I still think you should be maxing E, but maybe it depends.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Nice, congrats, Matt. They don't really have a lot of level 1.
Minions have spawned.
They're not going to be in the playlist yet. I didn't add them to the playlist earlier today. So they may not be in the playlist, but they should be under recent videos, but I don't know. You like the color though? Thanks. This is just a simple little shirt my wife got me. That I would not wear out in public probably, because it's not a... I don't know, it's just a more casual kind of shirt. Whoa, it is Graves middle. Oh, I didn't even notice Graves was a weird pick too. Okay, so it's Graves middle. And then Yasuo bot. That is unusual. Now they have a heal and we don't, so I'll be a little aware of that. We do get a little bit of extra regen off of Relic Shield. Caitlyn didn't even hit him with a Q, which is a little unfortunate. Why is she playing so far back, dude? He's melee. Like, he's literally a melee champion. And she's, like, standing, like, 900 units back. Caitlyn, please, can you just auto? Okay. Alright. Their heal's like 8 minutes. Too many minions. I don't think we can fight at least there too. Well, she needs to learn how to just use her abilities. Like, she hasn't set down a trap. She hasn't netted out of anything. I don't know. It's whatever. I mean, she's clearly not that experienced on Kate. That's fine. We can still win. Little disappointed, but can't say I'm surprised.
An enemy has been slain.
Nice, Matt. Really is winning top. Lux has a back advantage right now. We could maybe do dragon. Yeah, I mean, the zone pressure that you have with someone like Nautilus, just being in hook range just applies so much pressure. People just gotta respect it.
An enemy has been slain.
This dude's thinking. Damn it. I was really hoping that wouldn't be enough to take it. Caitlyn's gonna be alone for a little bit bottom, which hopefully she doesn't die. Yeah, we hit platinum pretty quickly, but then we lost a hell of a lot of games yesterday. But hopefully we can get a bit more today. Try to push this up. No fucking way. No! What? How did he live? Oh my god. Unbelievable. Like, did Caitlyn even skill up her traps or what? Like, honest question. I don't even get the scuttle, man. It's a sad day. No, wind wall doesn't need to be removed from the game. We should have won that fight. Caitlyn fucked something up. I mean, maybe I did too. I don't know. literally just one more auto on anybody from Caitlyn. Alright, well, it is 3-9, so we can't lose sight of that, but it should have been a double kill. I guess I should have stayed on the Yasuo. I switched over because I thought the Yasuo was dead, like 100%, and went after the Nami, and then they both walked away with 10 HP. The Yasuo must have got his stupid shield charged up on the very last tick of Ignite or something. Oh, what? It took her like 3 seconds to even auto-attack someone that got trapped. It's like, bruh. Like, hit them with a Q. They're stunned. Q auto minimum.
Shut down.
God. I get so tilted whenever people play Caitlyn. I'm just so bad at her. Just come over here, Caitlyn. So you don't die in lane. Please don't die, Caitlyn. Please don't die, Caitlyn.
Dominating. Don't die, please. Okay, I'm coming back down. Damn, Roach. I had a real rough start. We got placed in like gold 2 or something. We're up to P4. We're finally winning some games here though. I saw Jensen got placed platinum too. I don't know if that was on a Smurf or what, but I remember it showed up on my Twitter feed. Should be ahead enough, I think, to win this. Caitlin's so fucking trash, man. Like, I guess she did put down a trap. Try not to be too negative. Caitlyn, I think Caitlyn tilts me
more than any other AD carry by far on average, because people are just so terrible on her. I don't even know how, like, she's not even that hard to play, right? I mean, am I just like, how is she so hard to play? People just don't, like, understand her on a conceptual level. Like, they just want to auto attack with her. Hey, get these, bro. Get these, bro. What? Get that shit. Alright. Ezreal does tell me too. That's a true statement.
Your team has
The Ezreals that still die like 6 times playing the safest champion in the game. Did they sweep that, or did I just not ward that? They must have swept it.
An enemy has been slain.
Well, Roach, what? Weren't you D2 or something at the end? Okay, come on. Oh, you were D3, okay. That is... That's 4 divisions lower, I guess. 5? 4 or 5? I don't know, math's hard. Should have another... Sure you want to do this, bro? What is he thinking? I mean, I'm not gonna come out there if no one's close.
An enemy has been slain.
Not sure if I can. This is gonna take me forever to kill this by myself, but really not a lot else to do. I guess I could go try to match bot lane. This might be a bad idea. It's taking me way too long to do this, but I swear to God, Irelia. Sad days of support.
An enemy has been slain.
Dude, do I really have to kill her? Alright.
Have slain an enemy.
Well, that was a bad. I shouldn't have done that. It was taking way too long. It's not worth my time. I could have been doing something else. walking right there. Probably play around Olaf and Irelia. I guess Caitlyn does have 8 kills. I don't... She's getting like every cleanup kill, I suppose. Maybe I'm just being too hard on her. I don't know. Good job, Roach. Damn spiders. Alright, let's roll out and get down here, maybe. Is that for soul? That is the soul. Yeah, we need to get this soul. Should have probably pulled it out Hey, what's up, Nicarina? If I pronounce that right, sorry, I can't read that script. Hey, I did pronounce it. Okay. Nicarina, the end's just kind of backwards. At least it looks backwards relative to the English N. Why did we get an armor upgrade? You have to play so many games in a division or something? Orphan teammate. I mean, aren't they in the same guild? Unless he's talking about Graves. Etiquette. We'll try Nautilus again if we get him, if he's not banned. Thoughts on Bard? I mean, he's okay. I think if you one-trick him, he can be alright, but... Nice. What about that girl? Is she still your support or what? She keeping it real? You keeping it really real? Did they paper, rock, scissors for it? I don't really like a lot of tanks middle that I can think of. Because the thing is, like, the champions, the AP assassins, are, like, pretty good. Like, most of them are Conquer users, and they're going to be pretty good against, like, tanks as well. So, like, Diana and Echo are the two that I'm thinking of, or Cassidon, like, late game. Tanks just aren't going to be able to put up enough pressure early on. I do think that, like, Ornn top lane is pretty good right now, if you're good on him. Wish there was another way to get, like, more prestige points. Because there are some pretty cool things. The Bewitching Misfortune or Pulsefire Thresh would be cool. We'll probably just do the Irresistible Emote and one of these bags. Because I think there's no other way to get these, right? Like, there's no way to get any more prestige points because it's 2019. So I think I might as well just go ahead and spend it. Should I do Project Jackpot or... I don't know. I think it might give you the skin. For those. Should I do Project, Revel, or Arcade? This is 3 random skin shards. This is legacy skin shards. So this is all legacy things. Oh, so you get what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skins with this one. Okay, so Revel looks like the best. Yeah, the legacy skins aren't that good, I think. They just call it Jackpot, so it sounds like it's going to be awesome. Okay, we'll just go ahead and get the Revel bag. Alright. Okay, we got another bag. Wait, all we got was... Oh, no, okay, we just didn't open it yet. They aren't all legendary, though. Oh, maybe one is a guaranteed legendary. Okay, so Chosen Yi, Sejuani, Echo. Hey, that's not bad. There's a chance I could play Leona some. I do like the beach Leona, though. It's really expensive. I guess I'll just go ahead and upgrade it. It is a champion that I might try to play a little bit more. And then I guess we just get the emote, maybe. It's either the ward or the emote. I don't really care for that ward skin too much. It's okay. Yeah, where are my emotes? I need to step up my emote game here. I don't know if I have the Pingu dab or not. Okay, so I got the diamond one, I guess because of, oh, I do have the Pingu dab. I guess I got that because, I got it during the preseason. I like the Baka image, but I'm afraid people might get, like, offended by that one. Not, like, deeply offended, but kind of pissed if I, if I use that one. I think it's like February 4th or something like that, but there's no way to get any more points, so I just went ahead and spent them. I don't think there's any way to get any more points.
You used to be cool.
Sadie, what is it? Okay, they did ban Nautilus. If your first pick and Nautilus is up, probably Nautilus. Or Rakan. I kind of want to play Leona, but I don't know. I mean, they did ban Morgana. Ezreal's kind of a tough cover for me. I think we'll just go Rakan. Nah, I'm not playing Thresh. Brand's annoying. I've thought about playing Karma a little bit more into something like Brand or Zyra, but yeah, it's I know people love Thresh, man, but he's really not in a great state right now. There's so many things that counter him. Like, the Brand is a nightmare for Thresh to deal with a lot of times. I think Yumi's pretty weak right now. I've seen some really good Yumis, but like, her early game is not that great. Oh my god, Aphelios was up. Wait, so I don't. Senna like has a pretty good laning phase, I think, but I don't know. She's okay. I think her items are super expensive. I mean, she's okay situationally. She still has like less than a 45% overall win rate, which is not everything. It just means that a lot of people are having a hard time finding success on her. Her cooldowns early on are just too long. They cost too much mana. Or like, you know, late game, her ult's still really good late game, and she's got a nice heal, so.
Should I be running? Yeah, I should probably be running.
Best enchanter, probably Janna or Soraka. I mean, Nami, I haven't tried Nami. It depends on your matchups, really. They're both pretty good. I haven't had a lot of luck with Soraka lately, though. I don't know what it is. Okay, sure, yeah, if you want to do a coaching session, we can do that. Yeah, like, Senna's just kind of a victim of itemization, sort of like Pyke and a lot of the AP supports, and that their items are just really, really expensive, so if you fall behind, it's tough. I would not get a tier on Yumi. I like the CDR boots, though. Yeah, Nami's pretty good right now.
I should totally get paid for this.
never mind. Okay, I'm coming down.
First blood.
How did they die? I don't really know.
Claim it is theirs. They
He just like walked right through middle, I guess, and Jack saw him coming and just got the stun. I'm assuming that's kind of what happened there. Okay, he's going the Comet build.
Have you seen that forest
Yeah, I mean, Yumi's alright, man. I don't know. I'm not going to recommend her for most people. Like, she can still be alright. Like I said, we've lost to Yumi. It's not like she has a 0% win rate, but her cooldowns are too high, her mana costs are too high early on. Got a pretty bad early game. Like I said, her late game is still pretty good.
An ally has been slain.
I know people are watching. How could they not be? I don't do safe. I would not wish them to hear it. I want them to hear the music.
Yeah, me too, Eric. It's tough out there, man. I think there's a lot of people that are kind of having a hard time early on.
Don't leave nothing. Bring it all.
It sucks. I have to buy that early null magic, but I think that's just what we have to do against Brand. You got to respect it. I guess we could do, since he's kind of going, I don't know what he's going, actually. I thought he was going for a poke build, but he's not getting lethality.
Name one genius.
Could go with Themes Redemption.
Every road leads someplace.
We're gonna be up way more than that. Oh, crap. I should have saved that charge for the cannon. I do that way too much. God, Aphelios is beating Rumble in lane. That really should be happening.
What humans call magic, we call life.
We're starting to get a little bit of a lead here, though. I'm so tired of seeing Jax in my games. So strong.
An ally has been slain.
Even after the Shojin nerfs.
I am only as wild as magic.
Dude, you're gonna...
An ally has been slain.
Get out of wood 5.
Long ago, our kind guests told of mountain fights. Now only the embers remain.
We don't have priority mid, though, like, ever. It's really risky to take the dragon, since Aphelios is crushing mid so hard. Jungle's kind of getting crushed, too.
They've never seen moves like this.
Gonna give him everything.
It don't take a lot of words to tell the truth. Danger is as fun as you let it be. Rakan, doing his job.
Warwick, where the hell are you going, bro? Come on.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Oh my god, I got interrupted. I might start banning out Jax, honestly. I don't. So many champions need to be banned right now. Can they just like balance the freaking fighters or what? Like Echo, Diana, Jax.
I am Vestaya. I am born of magic. This is my destiny.
Well, just they just need to nerf like Trinity Force, I think. I don't know. I see Jax as a huge problem in a lot of my games. Like there was a game earlier today where he was like almost literally 1v90.
Wild. I'm just here for the party.
Killing spree.
This
Yes.
looks like another dangerous.
I think there's just so many of the problematic champions out there. Like they need to nerf Conquer, and I would say they probably need to nerf Trinity a little bit. Like make it 150% per Trinity proc instead of 200%. It's not just Jax. There are a lot of champions that have historically been very difficult to balance around Trinity Force.
For humans, magic. For us,
Okay, nice. We might be able to get back in here. I mean, we do have some CC for him, but people don't get Rage Blade on him though. I mean, I'm fine if he wants to get Rage Blade. It's the the thing that's toxic is like the Trinity Force into like all tank items. If he wants to be squishy with Rage Blade, I mean, they could just nerf his ult too. I don't know if we need 3 people here for this. Wait, did he really? Okay, we got him. Okay, Jax is up top, thank God. I thought he was gonna get a clean up there.
Rampage.
Gonna clean up mid.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Live in the moment.
I think Jax is way more broken than Tryndamere under most circumstances. I don't know. I mean, he does have kind of a rougher early game, but I don't know. I think his best case scenario is too strong. So I wouldn't mind if they buffed his early game a little bit and like nerfed some of his tankiness or nerfed his damage, just one or the other. I just don't think you should have the tankiness of like a full tank and like the massive burst damage of like an assassin on one champion. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. He's probably gonna kill the Rumble here.
Got a feeling I shouldn't have done that.
Said I had a feeling I shouldn't have done that because I got a shutdown. That's pretty funny.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your ally has been slain.
They kept none.
I mean, I can't hand over kills on that dude, though. You know? Like, I don't have the luxury of handing off kills. He's so fed, we just have to kill him.
I'm just trying to live the moment. I need to know when the actions come.
Damn it, come on, dude.
I need some fun. Now.
Jax is gonna be here. Jax. If he ults him first... If he ulted him first, okay, Jax is...
An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
That's warded. That's 100% warded, dude.
Humans talk about things.
We saw him ward it.
We talk about their lives.
Same thing, man. It's just like the Jax show. This just happened in a game the other day, or like earlier today, where Jax was like 15-4. It was literally the only person on the team that mattered, and we barely won. Same deal. Like, no one on their team matters right now except for Jax. Like, everyone else is getting destroyed.
All right.
But because Jax has like 80% of their team gold. Damn it, he's gonna run the other way.
I don't need to understand.
Enemy killing spree.
Courageous Giga Guard.
And this has been another theme the past few days, like the top laner being like 1 in 10. It's just like, I don't understand. Top feels like it matters more than any other lane right now simply because they just chain feed so hard. And I don't know, it's because all the top laners just haven't been playing in like the entire preseason, or that's like the most auto-filled role or something. I don't... I mean, top is the most swingy lanes. It's a lot of like 1v1 type of champs.
Rep.
Is Jax there? Jax is there. Well, maybe. Well.
I'm here. I'm gone. I am so gone.
Warwick doesn't have ult. Someone's gotta go get him. I think Rumble's gonna try to stop him.
Hey Professor, looking for micro tips and Senna ideas for playing from behind and on low gold.
Okay. We'll take a look at that. Thanks, man. I mean, I don't know. Felios needs to be banned too. There's so many champs need to be banned right now. We can still maybe come back in. I don't know. Horn's gonna start handing out all those free items though. Oh, I know what they could do with Jax. Like, make his Counter-Strike not block abilities at all. Like, right now, he gets a free, like, 25%, like, magic damage reduction. Or, like, the AoE magic damage. Like, why does he have that? Why? Because he already blocks all auto attacks, so why does he get free, like, spell resistance? That's what they've done with a lot of champions, like, Irelia, you know, they made her a lot weaker to magic damage. because she's supposed to be good against physical with like her disarm on her ult. So that is something they definitely should get rid of, I think, with Jax for sure. They could start with that nerf and see from there. Because he should be good against auto attackers, but he shouldn't be like that resistant to spells. Okay. I guess he was just kidding when he ulted him. Like, can't even throw an arrow at him? Like, what? Or did he throw an arrow and I just messed up? I don't think Jack's balanced at all. I think his good case scenario is just too good, especially at lower elo brackets. Like, by lower, I mean under diamond.
I'm getting impatient.
His Counter-Strike can last like 2 seconds or something. I don't know, it looked like an int. I don't think that had to be an int. Like, if Varus just threw an arrow and someone stood close enough for me to E, I don't think it was an int. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that, but they just all backed up so far I couldn't even E out. Like, I don't know why you would throw the ult if you weren't expecting me to, like, follow up. I don't know if CC should stop the Counter-Strike, maybe, but I do think that he should not get, like, damage reduction on spells while he's Counter-Striking. If he wants damage reduction to spells, he can buy a Maul and Mortius.
I need my love to hurt.
We didn't have everyone there, so we couldn't really, like, follow up on it. We got Orange ult out of the way, though. The flamethrower on
I
this.
dance because I'm free.
Wait, how did nobody die? What? No, Soraka silence does not stop Jax. Counter-Strike.
Someone has to die, they die.
I really don't think that Kayn destroys Jax. I mean, if Jax gets put, like, extremely far behind in the early game, you know, if he's down, like, 50 CS and a couple of kills, then yeah, he's not going to be amazing, but I feel like he almost always finds his way back into the game. All he really needs is, like, once he gets Trinity Force, he just starts destroying everybody, and then after that, he can just build pretty much all tank items. Maybe like a hybrid item, you know, maybe throw a Titanic Hydra or Asterix in there.
Moves right. Time to show it.
I don't think, I mean, depends on how many items they have. If both of them have 6 items, I think Jax obliterates Irelia. I think he just pretty much beats anybody. I don't really know how we win that. I mean, with a Varus ult, my ult maybe. How is nobody dying on these things? Like, hit him, Varus? It's so dumb. Hey. Can't be auto attack for like 2 seconds. Then he gets a 1 second or like a 1.5 or 2 second stun. Then you have like 2 seconds where you can attack him, and then he gets another like 2 seconds of invulnerability and an additional like 2-second stun. It's like if you're the AD carry against Jax, it's like you only have 50% uptime, 30% uptime, where you can actually even deal any damage to him, period, regardless of his tanky stats. Cassiopeia can win if she gets the stun on him. Yeah. Or she kites him. I mean, it's not like he has a 100% win rate, but I'm just saying he's too strong. I don't think that Cassiopeia has a 100% win rate against Jax. I don't think Kha'Zix beats him late game either. I mean, hold up. Let's take a look at this last fight. Okay, engages on Irelia. Gets stunned. Alright, we knock up all these people. Somehow they don't die. Okay, so they kill everybody over there. Look at him starting to come in here. He has like 20% of his HP. Varus is full HP. I'm full HP. There's Jax with his HP bar. Okay. So he has probably like 400 HP right now. Varus uses heal to get away. Okay, I shield on a Varus. Hits him with the E. Oh, it's hard to see because I'm like stopping too much. But just like, look at this. Shielded. Auto, auto, shielded. Auto, auto, dead. Like, he just killed both of us through, like, a couple of pieces of CC and shields when he had, like, 200 HP. I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of champions that are a problem. Jax is just so frustrating. Yeah, I mean, Varus wanted to kill the brand, but Varus couldn't kite anymore. How can you kite more than that? He's literally just auto-attacking and running. He used his heal to get extra movement speed. He could have maybe flashed away, but his E wasn't down. He E'd at the very end. His E has like a 4-second cooldown once he gets all of the CDR. Like, he E'd at the very end. When I W'd him and knocked him up, he had his E going. So Varus couldn't hit him. And then he got the stun on the Varus and pretty much did like 100% of his HP after the stun. No, dude. That was like right at the pivotal moment. I don't know. Like, I know he's supposed to be really strong late game. It just feels like it's just too much. Like they can buff his early game. That's fine. But I think they need to take away the magic damage reduction on his Counter-Strike. He would still be really good if they did that. That's exactly the kind of change that they made to a lot of champions. Like Irelia, they changed that to her W. They changed that on Graves. so that he's more vulnerable to magic damage. They changed it on Kassadin, that was a long time ago, so that he only has a magic shield, and he's vulnerable to physical damage. So they've done that with a lot of champs to get, like, those problematic shields. He just has too much durability for how much damage he has, and mobility. He gets, like, thousands and thousands of free gold off of his ult, and he gets, like, 100% like damage reduction on auto attacks and something like 25% on AoE spells that stacks, I believe, additively with his magic resist. It might be multiplicative with his magic resist, but either way, it's just like, it's way too much. Yeah, Silas's shield. Now it's just for AD, not for AP. I mean, it's a very common, like, nerfing strategy is to say, okay, this champion, who's too tanky, we're going to make them weak to one type of damage, so they have to itemize into that. So they don't get, like, free, good against everything type of stuff. And I feel like that's kind of what Jax is. Like, Jax should be weak against spells, I think. Okay, let's watch this coaching session. I don't think jungle's ruined. I don't know. I mean, Jax is not, like, super OP. It's just, like, he's, like, the definition of stat stick. Like, the people were talking about that a couple weeks ago when XL made that video. He just scales way too well with items. But I mean, they had a Felios also, who is really problematic as well. Okay. Anyways, let's check this out, and then we'll get back to some ranked right after this. So special thanks to Dylan for the donation. We're gonna try to help Dylan out. It is a lot tougher. Well, I'll go ahead and start the video, and then I'll talk about the preseason. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor. Let's go ahead and get in here doing a coaching session for Dylan Dagan. So, as always, special thanks for the donation. If you'd like a coaching session yourself, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. It's just $25 if you're not a channel member. If you are a channel member, then it's just $20. If you'd like to become a member, then just hit that join button on YouTube. Just a few dollars a month. Helps out a ton to support the content. And this is the very beginning of patch 10.1. So there's still a lot of chaos going on here, and Dylan's trying to get us to help him out a bit. So I will say, you know, for people that are frustrated with preseason, I am too. You know, it's very tough because not only are they pulling a lot of people down, which kind of hurts everybody's mental, because everyone is now a lot lower than they used to being. You get a lot of people that just haven't played in a while either, and League, the MMR doesn't decay. So if you're at higher elo brackets, your LP can decay, but that doesn't even happen until you get into Diamond. So that means that you could still be ranked Gold 3, for example, and maybe you haven't played since July, or someone on your team the system thinks they're Gold 3, even though they haven't played since July, and then they just jump right in and start playing ranked immediately. Well, that's not Gold 3, actually. It's probably a lot closer to, like, Silver or something, like Silver 1 or Silver 2 play level. Because they're just going to be really, really rusty. They haven't played in a while. The game evolves quickly, and your mechanics can definitely get a lot worse. So I think that's a huge part of what's going on, is you have people that, a lot of which didn't really play a lot during the preseason at least, and some people haven't played it much longer than that. So you kind of get in a lot more of sort of the casual crowd kind of coming back in to check it out. And that makes for some potentially lopsided games. Okay, you need to be getting in here trying to trade more with the Kai'Sa. Like, every time she goes up to auto-attack, you should be auto-attacking her. Because she has 525 range, and I think Senna starts at 625. And this Blitzcrank's playing so far back, like... he's playing absurdly far back. So every time she auto-attacks, you need to auto-attack her back. And then see if you can land Qs through these minions also. Your range gets extended on your Q through minions. So if you like Q right here, then it gets like... it gets to be like 1500 range or something on her harass. It's really, really long harass. So... yeah, there you go. You definitely need to be auto-attacking a lot more. There you go. Yeah. That should be happening all the time. That's one thing, is both of y'all are playing way too far back. Especially since, you know, Warwick's like up here near mid lane. Try to push up and see if you can get Scuttle right here. Just like cue the wave, push in. They're low too, they won't be able to fight you for it. Warwick's on the top side. Okay, here you go, yeah. Fight. Nah, Annie's not coming. Y'all might be screwed here. Yeah, splash over the wall. Everybody's done. Yeah, Annie didn't rotate. I think if y'all got priority and rotated up there a little bit faster, like if you're it's like maybe 3 steps faster and you hit your W on the Warwick, I think y'all maybe could have turned that around. But yeah, the fight took too long and Yasuo was able to rotate down. But yeah, in general, I think you should be harassing a lot more early on and really, because Senna, like, laning phase I think is her strongest phase. Because her items are really expensive, so if you don't get ahead early, then you can definitely start falling behind. Okay, threw his hook in the opposite direction. Y'all gotta be a little careful, as Warwick could gank you. Yeah, he's middle now.
Killing spree.
Hearts beat together.
Yeah, let's go ahead and back. I've kind of wondered if like Manamune on support would be okay. I don't see anyone doing it though. I think you probably have to just go for the Umbral. Neo Kingdoms 2012. I'm probably not gonna be able to run that, man. The historical Total Wars just get like no viewership. It would probably be fun. I would enjoy it, but I just don't think I'd have the viewership for it. I'm going to try to start doing some more Total War this week. I know I've been on a little bit of a break the last week or week and a half or so. Been pretty busy with school starting up. Yeah, I've got to be working more on my dissertation this year. I've really got to get this done. It's kind of like the last minute I can do it, but yeah, I mean, because even like my like Western Roman Empire Total War Attila, it's just like started getting, you know, only a couple hundred views or something tops after the first few episodes. I know it would be really fun, man. I'm sure I would enjoy it, but there's just not really a large appetite for, at least not on my channel, for the historical Total Wars. Like, Warhammer is just way more viewership for Warhammer, and I don't even get that much viewership for Warhammer. You know, I just can't be dropping like, you know, 20 plus hours on a campaign when there's gonna be like 50 people watching every episode. Unfortunately. Alright. Yeah, mid's missing. Hey, thanks, Kill. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, y'all are losing control of this river. It's not good. They're probably gonna get dragon here soon. Unless y'all get this kill. You lost a couple of autos there. Yeah, I'm not what? What happened there? Yeah, I think you lost like 2 auto attack. Like, there's really no point in activating your E there. It's like you're already on top of her, and like the animation to activate that, I think cost you like 1 or 2 auto attacks. So I think you could, and you had exhaust, I think too. So yeah, you should have just and did you have? No, your ult's on cooldown. But yeah, you should have just auto attacked her. Wait until she finishes her E and then try to Q her. And ideally, you want to take a little bit of damage, or like have someone on your team take a little bit of damage before you use your Q. Like, you don't want to open up the fight with your Q, because then you don't get any value out of the heal component. Just like let them at least hit you once or twice and then Q. And then once she finishes her her dash or whatever, you need to hit her with the W too. Wait, what happened there? Yeah, I think, like, I'm not really sure why you're turning on the E in these moments. Like, right when you're about to fight, you turn on the E. And it costs you, like, it costs you autos to do that. Like, you really just want to save your E for when you're, like, trying to boost people in for an engage, or, like, if you're disengaging. But if you're already, like, really close, you really don't want to charge it up, because, like, the animation's pretty long.
Team has slain the dragon.
Alright, be careful. This could be warded. You have your ult? No, you don't have it. Her ult's such a long cooldown, too. Yeah, you need more vision now. Do you not have your... You don't have the wards yet? Yeah, I would just say, like, step 1 here is, like, you have to be close to a lane and try to get these, you gotta try to get wards. They're just crushing you guys on vision, and Blitz is just like roaming around everywhere. I think if you're gonna play Senna, the big thing is like you have to absolutely dominate the laning phase. Like that's the biggest thing. is I mean, you did get some harassment in there, but they kind of got a free lane, which shouldn't really be happening, especially with how passive that Blitz was playing. That's a huge problem right now, that Caitlyn's down like 40 CS. Now, not all of that's your fault, obviously, but like, I definitely think you could have pressured a little bit more. Yeah, Kimoy, I'm not sure, man. I have to watch your individual gameplay, but I would say you need to stick with, like, some champions. It feels like almost every other day you're switching champions over to something else. I think that's a huge deal. If you're trying to win, you need to have a much more narrow champion pool. That's really simple to fix. That's just a champ select thing. And just don't bail on them immediately, you know, if you lose a couple of games. Just pick something that's strong. It's relatively, like, mechanically simple to play. And just play a lot of that champion. Like, that's how you get out of, I think you said you were in bronze or something. Like, that's how you get out of that. Focus on, like, pretty, you know, basic stuff, right? Pick a champion, low mechanics. Yeah, I think you need to just be hanging out middle right now and just kind of A-ramming a little bit. It's not, because you can't really roam against Blitzcrank in that Warwick. I think it's just, and you're just losing experience by, like, trying to roam around between lanes. Yeah, just pick something that's mechanically simple. Play the same, like, 3 champions all the time. Die less, ward more. You know, try to die 4 times or less every game. Try to average 1 ward per minute and 1 control ward per 5 minutes. Okay, yeah, I mean, Malzahar and Annie are great. Just try to... Well, if you're not support, you're not going to average 1 ward per minute, but you can definitely get the control wards down. And just try to look, like, focus on objectives and try to shot call a little bit more. Like, really simple thing. As soon as you kill somebody, like, look for something you can get. Is there a dragon up? Can you make a rotation? Are people overextended? Bot lane or top lane, can you rotate? Yeah, I would have just kept running this way. If you had your W, just try to W Warwick in the face and flash away. I mean, none of those things require, like, really, like, super deep knowledge of the game. I mean, the shot calling requires a little bit more knowledge, but, like, the other stuff is just fundamental. Try to get, if you're playing a laner like that, you're playing mid lane, try to average at least 60 CS per 10 minutes, or in the first 10 minutes, try to average 60. If you can get to 70, that's great, but that's kind of a tall order for bronze. But I think if you can get to 60, that'll probably be better than a lot of people. And that's something, you know, people are not going to contest your CS a lot of times. Even in gold, a lot of people just sit there and opt into a farm off. So if you can just last hit better than they can. And Annie's great at last hitting too. You just always use your Q to last hit. You should be able to get good CS with Annie. So those are all things, I mean, you probably work on at least some of those. And it's not like it's ever really done. Like, you can always do all of those things better, too. And those are just kind of like the fundamentals of good play. I might go Ionian boots on her instead of swiftness. Yeah, come over. I'm trying to ping. I was trying to ping the Yasuo there. Yeah, you're too far up. You need to be hanging out like next to Caitlyn, basically in the back. Just trying to peel with your W and just hit your Qs whenever you can. I mean, this game is a tough one. I think, so the biggest stuff, to kind of recap, is early on, when the enemy goes for an auto attack on a minion, you auto attack them. Because they have a choice. Either they use their auto on you, or they use the auto on the minion. Especially against like low range AD carries like Kaisa, Sivir, Lucian. All of these have under 550, and you're going to have 625 to start. So make sure you're using that. The minions are going to hit you back a little bit, but you know that's okay. You can just duck into the brush after you auto attack, and then you can like your Q heals you as well. And then try to push up if you can. Just keep, every time you auto attack, it's naturally going to push a little bit because the minions are going to stop auto attacking the other minions. The enemy minions will stop auto attacking your minions and they'll go for you instead. So that's naturally going to push it up a little bit more too. And then try to get those rotations. You're a little bit slow on that scuttle rotation that turned into a disaster. Now, some of that was because Annie didn't show up too, but that was like probably the biggest thing that you could work on is the early game. And then kind of in this mid game, when your team's just getting blasted, just try to get some safe wards down and just hang out in the middle, and just maybe the enemy team just ARAMs you for 10 minutes and you get to kind of farm back into the game. It's really hard to roam like on Senna when they've got like a Warwick and a Blitzcrank that are pretty far ahead. Best build on Olaf? I'm not really sure, honestly. I don't know. I don't know if he's still going Righteous Gory or not. I feel like Righteous Gory can be really good on him, but I think I haven't seen Olaf's doing that lately. It's usually like, what, Warrior? Is it like Warrior Cleaver? It's probably like Warrior Cleaver defensive items. Like a Spirit Visage or, I don't know if you would get Dead Man's Blade on him. I'm not that sure. You just have to u.gg it, I guess. Yeah, I think it's Cleaver. Maybe Sterix. Might be situational. I feel like Warrior Cleaver is the opening. You can play Fizz. Fizz is a little bit more challenging, but I don't think Fizz is great for if you're still kind of working on some of the basics. Because his wave clear is not that great, and he's, I don't know. All-in champions are really dangerous too, because if you don't calculate, if you don't know the matchups exactly correctly, you can fall behind and then you don't have any utility. At least with Annie, like, you've got your stun for a fight, Malzahar, you've got your R for picks. I don't know, those two should be fine. Like, you don't need to have a third champ unless you're just bored. Like, neither one of those are banned and they're rarely picked. If you're bored, though, I mean, that's just really a problem of, like, motivation rather than, I don't know, needing a third champ. Yeah, I mean, this game's just, like, really hard to come back in right now. I would just be hanging out closer to Caitlyn, trying to peel. You're getting caught out a little bit too much. Yeah, I mean, you can Syndra. Syndra's a little bit harder. I mean, your way to hyper carry is just consistent play. I wouldn't recommend things like Vel'Koz or Xerath. It's too skill shot reliant for bronze. I mean, you could try something like Diana, but I just think that melee champions are a lot harder to, yeah, maybe Ahri. Melee champions are a lot more difficult to play, I think. In general, your positioning is a lot harder. And if you get baited into bad situations, you can't really get out.
Blue team's inhibitor is respawning soon.
How'd you end up dying there? Let me see. What? Did you use your W? Okay, yeah, you did use your W. Okay. Yeah, you need to run back, run back. Use max range, max range. Alright, he's kind of got Darius flashed in on you. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of hard to...
Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed. Double kill.
Oh, were you still dead from the previous fight? Okay, yeah. I was like, hey, wait, how did you die again? Oh, okay, you're still just dead when they fight here. Oh, no, you did die pretty early on. Yeah. Just gotta respect the blitz. I think you're just kind of using the E.
Double kill.
I mean, it's okay, I suppose.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, I think the range is kind of, you do need to be trying to stay at max range a little bit more. I don't know if Brand's a support, best support in league. Brand is pretty good at like silver and lower, but where it's a lot easier to land those W's.
Red team has slain the dragon.
Do they have the soul? Oh, it has it up here. Okay, so now it is telling you which dragon do you have up there. Okay. I think that might be new on this patch. I feel like it didn't used to tell you that. I mean, Darius is top. Like, y'all have a chance here. He's just randomly top. So, yeah, if you get a good engage. Okay, you got your W up to W her. Don't stand that close. Don't stand that close. Yeah, you gotta stay at max range. You gotta use that full, you know, 600 plus auto attack range. I need some more coffee. Well, that's nice. Okay. Baron's coming up. Nice. Okay, gonna shut her down too. Yeah, I just get... yeah, get an inhibitor, then Baron. Hey, what's up? Bet the cat. I don't know if you're gonna have time for both. Maybe. You might actually. You got 20 seconds? Yeah, y'all might actually be able to end here. Yeah. I think y'all can end. Yeah, 15 seconds on Yasuo. Yeah, 2 inhibitors down. I think you gotta try for it. I think you probably get it. Oh yeah, I remember Banner Command. I mean, I don't know. That just feels to me like it was just yesterday Banner Command was banned, but I guess with they're not gonna bring back macro items. At least not anytime soon. They said they want to kind of explore it, but macro's just so strong in pro. Okay, so y'all did end up winning that off of basically like a miracle anti-stun Diana like engage, and you just pretty much deleted 3 people. But yeah, I think early on the biggest thing is just, you know, just think nothing is free. That's the biggest lesson. I feel like we've said this in other coaching sessions too, because we've done a lot with Dylan. Is just think nothing's free. You know, every time they want to hit a CS, you're making them pay a price. If you're playing something long range like Senna or just really anything that's range that can harass during the laning phase, you want to walk up and just see if you can harass them as much as you possibly can whenever they are going for a CS. So you need to make them choose. Do they want to take damage or do they want to get that CS? You can't give them any free CS. Unless they're like pressuring you off of that. But the Blitzcrank was hanging out really far back, and Kai'Sa was like, they were just so scared of you that I think you could have pressured them way more. And then try to rotate, get the scuttles more, try to get deeper vision in their jungle. And then when you do fall behind, try to minimize your losses by just sort of hanging out with your team and just kind of ARAM in middle till you get back in. Another thing is, yeah, don't wait on them to burn abilities. You go up and you initiate the fight in this lane because you have a heal and they don't. So even if they do hit you back a couple of times, it's not going to matter that much. And then, yeah, in team fights, try to use like that maximum range. Just be as far back as you possibly can, because you're paying a lot for your range as Senna. Like, she gives up a lot of her power budget if she's not using max range. Yeah, but if the Blitz is playing really far back, like, won't go into all of this again, but like, if Blitz is playing really far back, then and there's a minion wave, then he's not going to hit you in the minion wave, right? So like, look how far back that dude's playing. Like, if he's standing over here or something, like looking for a hook, then yeah, you could be scared of him. But like right here, like when y'all walk up like this, as long as you're behind the minions, he can't hit you. Like, auto attack him. Yeah, you get him once there, but it should be a lot more. Look how far back he is. He's like absurdly far back. So yeah, once that, yeah, and definitely once he misses that, just go for him, you know? Good. So you go for him when he misses it, but just stay on him. Like, it's 20-second cooldown on that hook. You know? And y'all are both playing so far back here. You say, like, you should both, once he misses that hook, she shouldn't hit any CS for 20 seconds. Like, you should both be, like, up here, like, in her face. So that's kind of the biggest thing, is, like, both sides are playing, like, way too far back. And like I said earlier, like, it's okay if you're gonna take a couple of hits from the minions when you auto attack them. That's fine for the most part, because you can heal it back with your Q. But yeah, I think you should be looking for, you know, more aggressive trades like that. But anyways, that's gonna be it. Thank you very much. As always, I appreciate anyone else like a coaching session. Just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. If you want to watch more coaching videos, then I'll have a link in the description. If you want to click through that and just check out the thumbnails, you can see the champion that I'm coaching. And otherwise, the stream's going to continue, but that's it for the coaching session. Thank you very much, and have a good day. Okay, so stream's going to continue, but That's it for the coaching session there. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if you're auto attacking a lot, Sickle's probably fine, but yeah, if you think that you just, I don't know. I'm okay with the shoulder guards. It does give you like more guaranteed wards. I think it's situational, especially if you don't think you're gonna be able to harass that much. If you have like an Ezreal on your team and they have like Draven, Leona, or something like that, then maybe the easier farm is better. Okay, and hopefully I can get back. I'm just gonna go put some more coffee on real quick, grab a drink, and then I'll feed the cat a bit. So I'll go ahead and put us in queue. We'll see if we get there. If we don't, then I'll put us back in there. And I'm just gonna run one ad while we do this. I'll be back in just a second. Let me know if you guys actually see this ad, if it's working or not, also. But I'll be right back. Oh, didn't miss it yet. Did anyone see an ad? Okay, cool. Yeah, a 5-second ad counts the same as watching like a 3-minute ad. It doesn't matter. So you can always just skip them. I think the vast majority of ads that YouTube puts out are skippable, which is really nice. Yeah, it only shows it to some people. I'm not sure what their algorithm is, but it tries not to flood everyone with ads all the time. So if you haven't watched one in a while, then it'll give you one. But if you have watched one in a little bit, then yeah, if you're a YouTube Red member, then you don't see ads, and I just get a good chunk of money. YouTube Red's great for the revenue. I think that accounts for like half of the ad revenue, or like the YouTube Red people. Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna try to like super like money grub for the ads and stuff. But if I'm literally not here anyways, if I'm like getting up to go to the bathroom or to get another drink or something, then like there's no point in not throwing an ad on there. Especially, you know, if we only have like 50 people on stream, it's like, who cares? It's like a nickel or something like that. But, you know, if we're getting like 300 plus or something, it's like $1, and that does start to matter. Oh, we already banned Echo. Let's not ban Diana then.
Ignorant thralls.
long as some people saw some ads, then the button worked. Cleanest Leone. Yeah, Echo, I'm just sick of that champion. Like, he just takes over games so often. Like, versus my team or the enemy team. He just has too much mobility, and he just has too much survivability. He has, like, a huge shield. He's got the ult to get all of his health back. There's Jax again. It's like Jax is in every game. That's just like a combination of OP. It's like mobility, high damage, and resilience. And like that's just the hallmark of pretty much all the champs that are banned a lot and are too strong right now. Like Diana, Echo, Cassadin. Jax is kind of like that. I guess Aphelios is not like that. He's just too much damage. I haven't had a lot of luck on Janna. Probably just gonna play Nautilus if Nautilus is up. Let's get on that Nautilus train for a little bit. I don't, like, why do you think that Kayn beats Jax? Like, I can't even conceptualize. Kayn outscales Jax? What? How? I'm trying to think. Like, I don't... Kayn, to me, Kayn just seems like such a random, like, thing that someone would say outscales Jax. Like, I'm trying to understand it, but I just... I mean, if someone were going to tell me, okay, who could possibly beat Jax in a one-on-one? Like, I think Jax is probably, like, literally the best one-on-one late game if you just hand people infinite gold. And, like, Jax... Are there Jax versus Kayn videos? Yeah, maybe Fiora. Maybe Fiora. If you can repost his stun, maybe Fiora. But even then, I think that it's still really rough. I mean, maybe something like Rise? I don't think Fiora destroys Jax. I think that's still a pretty hard matchup. I mean, it all comes down to does she repost his stun or not? A lot of times, but maybe Kale. I don't know about Nasus. I don't think that Kayn scales as hard as you think, man. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter. We're just sitting here theory crafting, I guess, but... I mean, Red Kayn's, like, okay, I guess, but he's really, like, not really renowned for his damage, right? He's just got a lot of CC and kind of, like, some healing.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I don't know, man. Hey, what's up, Edge? I mean, I guess if that works for you.
30 seconds.
Yes, if she gets her ult, but this is assuming that Jax doesn't get QSS also, which at 6 items, he damn well better have a QSS if he's playing against a lot of the champions people are mentioning. Yeah, Fiora versus Jax might be kind of a coin flip, but I still think Jax is going to have the edge if Fiora doesn't, like, hard outplay him.
Come closer so you may witness my
'Cause,
divine power.
like, Fiora, like,
Has spawned.
Jax can get just a
Let
ton
us
of, like,
fight.
defensive stuff
Even
and still
the
do pretty
patience
well,
of a
but
god has limits.
I don't know, man. You're not gonna sell me on Kane outscaling Jax.
You taunt a god?
No, I mean, I've played Nautilus a lot in the past. I don't know. I'm tired of banning him, so I'm just gonna play him. Because I feel like I need to ban Echo.
I feast on your tread.
I mean, Nasus can be good. Nasus has a lot of problems, though. Alistar, dude. I'm damn lucky I started E instead of hook there, but oh, she didn't flash after that? What? Did she didn't jump on him either, right? Did she W onto him? Why didn't he die? What's going on? Dude, if she had if she leveled up her W and then flashed, I think she would have killed them both off resets. She has her heal too. I don't know, that seems weird. Yeah, you gotta have W for that all-in at level 2. It's so strong. Like, her level 2 is really good. Okay, dude, you can be in your own universe, Malik. I don't know, man. I don't think you're gonna sell anyone in here of that. But that's fine, man. If it works for you, it works for you. I don't need to watch a video. I know what the champions do. I've read their abilities. Why would you turn around and go back in? Oh, this is unfortunate. I guess, I don't know. Maybe I should have hooked the, I don't know if I had a clean shot at the gen with the hook. Maybe I should have hooked the gen.
Do you hear them calling?
It's fine, guys. He doesn't have to believe it if he wants. If he thinks Jax is not that great and he wants to play Kane and a Jax, it's fine. I could see, like, Jungle Kane, like, maybe early on, if he gets a really early transformation before Jax gets any items, like, you know, maybe you can push him around a little bit. But, like, late game, I mean, I don't know. Jax is a real menace right now, though. They have a BF sword. Can you go in, Trist? What the fuck? Jesus Christ, she's gonna die again, isn't she? This Tristan is so bad. Like, actually unbelievable. don't know why. Like, Lee should gank this first. I guess we managed to sneak the Drake. I still think Lee should have ganked bottom. Alistar is so easy to gank. I mean, but I don't know. You don't always have to believe what everyone says, man. But it's like literally every single other person on the channel is not seeing it the way that you're seeing it. At least everyone that's saying anything. But, I mean, it's fine. If you know, if you just want to dance to the beat of your own drum, that's fine too. I mean, Jack, like, the only way that you really beat Jax is you just have to hold him down, like, the entire game and just hope the game ends before he gets too many items. I mean, you can chain CC him, like, as a team effort, you can lock him down later and kill him. Like, you can beat him, but it's like, he's designed to be, if not the best, one of the best one-on-one champions with a ton of gold. If you get a lot of gold. That's his thing. But yeah, I mean, you can suppress him and beat him up early. Well, I mean, good's like a relative term too, right? Like, if everything's good, then nothing's good. I don't think they can beat those two. We'll have to see. But yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying, where it's like, champions, if you're proficient on them and know what you're doing and you just play them really well, then you can overcome even counter picks and things like that. Like, there aren't that many that are just like completely worthless. You're a good player, but you are definitely working uphill, you know, in some matchups. Nah, you don't ever want to go Swift. Boots of Swiftness on Nautilus. Boots of Swiftness are extremely rare. It needs to be someone who, like, specifically needs to be able to move around a lot in combat, and it's just almost nobody. Mobility boots are pretty much the standard almost everybody. Because, like, with most supports, you do want to be running around a lot. Like, rotating. I don't know if I'm probably able to kill him or not. I don't have my ult. If these minions die and I get ult, go get him. This is a tough one. Oh my god, seriously? He's going Blade of the Ruined King? Hey, what's up, MOBA girl? I mean, it's fine. Like, I don't want everyone to just, like, turn on him or whatever. It's... Yeah, I mean, Blade of the Ruined King is really not that great in general right now. Like, there are a few specific champions, like Vayne. You know, pretty much, if you're not getting Gensus, if you don't have some kind of special on-hit interaction, with Gensu's, then there's no point getting Blather and King. That's what it comes down to. And Tristana doesn't have any on-hit interactions. Hey, thanks, Mo. I appreciate it. This game's feeling really tough, but I mean, Rise, like, we can still win through Rise, maybe. Ivern's still the lowest pick rate? Maybe. I'm not sure. It's possible. He has a pretty good, like, win rate, but... Hey, Jax is at least going tanky Jax this time, Cinderhulk, instead of the attack speed. So that's kind of good for us, but the bad news is it really doesn't matter which items he buys. To an extent, like, he's still just gonna naturally be really strong. But that is kind of good news. That maybe he won't one-shot, so... Can't do it. Do you have a stopwatch yet? Tristana got Bork. It's not good. That's what's wrong with it. Like, Critical Strike is such a strong stat right now because they buffed it a ton in the preseason. Like, Crit Cloak got an extra, like, 25% gold efficiency on it. That's why, like, almost all of the major ADCs are all crit users. And it just doesn't make any sense with her kit. Like, basically, like, the only time that Blather and King is going to be, like, potentially more useful than crit right now is if you have, if you're going to get Gensu's Rage Blade and you have a special ability that, you have a special ability that has on-hit effects so that you can trigger the on-hit effects multiple times with Gensu's. And you also want to get Hurricane typically. So you're just like abusing on-hit stuff a lot of times. So that's Vayne with her Silver Bolt on hit. That's Varus with his Blight Stacks on hit. It's Twitch with his Poison on hit. Like, these are the champions who would want Blather and King. That just someone random that just like attacks. Like, you don't want Blather and King. No, her Q does. I mean, yeah, you get faster attack speed, but Critical Strike also scales with attack speed, so it's kind of a wash. She still doesn't have any on-hit stuff. She's not going to get Gensu's. And Gensu's triggers Blather and King multiple times, and it triggers on Hurricane Bolts. That's why I'm saying, like, you really need Gensu's to pair with it, and that means that you need an on-hit effect that's really good. With most of them. I mean, Twitch doesn't get Gensu's, but he does get Hurricane. Yes, I'm talking to the chat right now, George. I'm actually playing a game, bro. Does he ever, like, leave bot lane? I literally just went middle, like, about 1 minute ago. And forced flashes, and we ended up getting a kill on the Jax. So, maybe you're just not paying attention. continued to flash until after her bomb had already exploded, so she didn't get the reset. Okay, well. If you feel the need to be rude, at least be accurate. Okay. Yeah, I'll help you out, buddy.
Killing spree.
You can go back to watching Fortnite or something. He didn't say anything that's even worth thinking about. He's just an idiot that was really rude. He's like trying to critique me for something. He's like, why don't you ever roam, dude? Like 30 seconds after I roamed and got a kill mid lane. Proto belt though. I don't know, man. I mean, we've had 3,600 people in here before without anyone being rude. I don't think you just have to tolerate rudeness just because you might have a decent amount of viewers. I mean, it's not what he said, it's how he said it. Like, if you want to say, hey man, do you think that roaming more as Nautilus would be helpful here or something like that? That could be an honest question. But if you're going to say, hey loser, why don't you roam more, like, right after I get a kill from roaming? And then you're going to say, like, some more sassy stuff when we tell you to dial it back. Then it's just, like, no point in being here. And it's just distracting, because then I'm sitting here, like, trying to respond to these clowns instead of, like, focusing on the game, and I end up losing elo for it, and it's just, like, not worth.
Double kill.
Restores me.
It's sad. guess we're kind of pricing and getting a chain vest here. No, we have a standard little, like, collection of losers that come in here and just downvote pretty much every day. We get, like, 7 or something. It's been going on for years. It's fine. Can we get a pick here? Get a pick right here? They're probably gonna be grouped up as 5, so we gotta have at least 3 or 4 people. Nah. Yeah, he's mad, man. I don't know, like, who cares? Like, clearly he doesn't like the content anyways. Like, just go watch something else, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. If you think I'm a loser and I'm not good and you just want to sit here and just talk shit, like, all stream, like, just, I don't know, find some happiness in your life. Like, life's too short just to go around being mad about, like, a random stream that you just tuned into because we banned you for being rude, even though we gave you a chance to, like, stop being rude, and you continued being rude. Like, I mean, I don't know. Go find something you enjoy watching. Yeah, I mean, Nautilus is really good. I've said that Nautilus is really good. I've played Nautilus before. I just wasn't winning with him as much in the preseason, so I just started banning him and just playing Rakan and Rakan instead. They did buff the regen on this patch, which does add up early on for things like Nautilus and Leona. And I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal, but it does help out quite a bit. He's dead. No one's going after the Jhin, and Jhin just does way more burst damage because he actually has an Infinity Edge instead of a Blazer and King, so he actually does real damage. Oh, we needed that. Why did I engage on Alistar? I mean, he was probably, I would think I was probably aiming for cannon and just hit the Alistar. I mean, I probably wasn't trying to aim for Alistar. Like, he's just there, you know? He can body block engages. Are you freaking kidding me right now? couldn't get to the gen, man. Alistar's standing in front of him, like it doesn't go through Alistar. I think. I mean, I'll have to go back and rewatch it, but Alistar was like standing right in the middle. As far as I can remember. But like, you can't, like, Alistar's not gonna let you, if he's a decent Alistar player, he's not gonna let you just walk up and like get a clean hook on the gen. Whoa, what? Okay. Now she wants to jump in. It's like, dude, we needed that level 2 like 3 minutes in the game, not 28 minutes in the game.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. An enemy has been slain.
Jax is middle, so it should be free. We gotta wait. Yeah, we can just maybe kill Garen and go top. Okay, Jax is in their base. They don't have cannon though either. Okay, we did get the gen. I think we're just gonna win here. Hey, what's up, Perry? Thanks for coming out, buddy.
Your team has destroyed.
Yeah, I think I only have 4 of those tokens left. I spent all of those like a couple of weeks ago. Now this Jax fell off hard. To be fair, a lot of it's because he got Cinderhold. I think the only Challenger player who comes in here sometimes is Scott. He's Challenger in OCE. Twitch you me. I mean, that can work. That can be kind of sneaky. Do we not make fun of OCE? I mean, I don't know. Try not to belittle people's achievements. I mean, Challenger OCE is probably still better than, you know, the vast majority of players. Alright, 1 second. Let me refill my coffee here. Sadie, calm down. I'll push and Q. Swing by the right real quick. Alright. Whoa, what? I mean, you can think that, Malik, man. The stats say otherwise. Like, she can be good late game. She has potentially has some major problems early game. Yeah, I don't know why set is so late on this patch. Well, wait a second on that. Not super thrilled about having an Amumu and a Lux on the same team. Yeah, jungle Jax, I think that top lane Jax is probably better. Cinder Hulk is just, you really don't want to, I don't know. My game hasn't been skipping lately. Yeah, $25. Or $20 if you're a member. I'll coach anybody. Sure. Have I ever run into Trick 2G? Not to my knowledge. Most famous people I've played, Tower 1 when he was banned and he was on a Smurf, people were telling me it was his Smurf. Okay, well, just email me at thestrategiprofessor@gmail.com. Email me your .raffle file. And there's a, okay. Well, whenever you get it, just email me the .raffle and just hit that one-time donation button in the description. If you can't find it, just let me know in the email, and I can send you a link for it. Yeah, just let me know, and then I can hook you up. Yeah, I ran into Tower 1 probably, I think that was at the end of 2016. And then I played against Lemon Nation in the winter of 2016. Played against Wings of Death sometime in early 2017 or preseason 2016, I think. And Heisendong and Wings were on the same team. I think that was at the end of preseason 7, because I think it was still like you could queue up with 3 people or whatever. It was still the mandatory flex queue. Because I was queued up with a couple of people, and then Wings was queued up with Heisendong and one other person. I may or may not have had Revenge, the top challenger guy, in one of my games a couple weeks ago. He was like Platinum 1 with like a 90% win rate or something, and his name was Revenge, but it had some weird characters. And then we had the Teemo One Trick guy was on our team a couple weeks ago.
You used to be cool.
And the GP main guy, that Tobias Fate. We had him play like Ornn mid on our team one time. S2 Diana. There's probably other people too. We've had Your Princess on our team a couple of times. I think she's like a platinum or a gold ADC. It's like a streamer that gets invited to like Twitch rivals and stuff sometimes. I think we've played with her on our, either on our team or against her, like 3 or 4 times. Yeah. I mean, Nautilus is not banned. Nautilus is not amazing against Jarvan. It's like, it's okay. Oh, is ours banned? Nautilus then. I mean, I don't really have a goal. I don't know. I mean, we'll start with getting to Diamond. It'd be nice if I could get to Masters or something. I don't know if that's going to happen. Yeah, iPad. I said the Teemo guy. I couldn't remember his name. Do I need to dodge? I might need to dodge this one. This guy did not pick that Ashe with confidence. Well, I mean, everyone else is winning pretty well. They're all AD, too. Okay, I just noticed that. I don't think Ashe is that great right now. I don't like Kench in solo queue. I like Kench in general. I've played him a lot in the past, but they've nerfed him so hard. I mean, yes, it is nice against like a Thresh hook to be able to Kench, but it's really hard to use his ult effectively in solo queue, and I don't know, it just, you're paying too much for his W now. They've nerfed it so many times. I need to turn on chat and tell them they're all AD.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. 30 seconds until minions spawn.
I mean, it seems like it's not that far away to get, like, Masters or something, but, it's a lot further than it seems. Even though, yes, I was D3 in the preseason. It is Pike Metal. Yeah, Pike Metal was popular at one point, but, hey, what's up, Felipe? Pike Metal was popular at one point, but they got rid of a lot of his wave clear on his Q. Maybe D2, yeah, I don't know. We'll just see. I'm just gonna keep playing. Alright, thanks, Gamoy. See you, buddy. Why didn't he run to the tower? He was trying to get, like, to where I couldn't hook him. And Pike, we have, like, 2 hooks, so I think he was trying to just get the angle. Okay, come on. Stick in there, man. Remember, improvement's not instantaneous for most people. It takes time. Oh, it's Graves top. Okay. We saw a Graves mid or something. Like, solo lane Graves. Maybe there's some all caps videos that are talking about it or something. I don't really know. If this Caitlyn's good, if she actually traps me, I think they win trades early, but... hoping that Pike would rotate over there. Man, they are so scared.
An enemy has been slain.
Nice. We did win the last game, yes. Not because you left. I need to go ahead and get the timers on those camps. I wasted about 5 steps there. I should have done that faster. Nautilus is great at taking those scuttles too, because he has so much CC and his E does quite a bit of damage for a tank. Whoa, what? Okay. She just flashed the wrong way. An unfortunate misclick. Damn it, they're gonna get Dragon off of that too. Yeah, both. Everybody's dead. We can't do anything about it. Mid lane and bot lane died at the same time. I mean, it'd be cool to do something about it, but mid and bot died at the same time, so it's not happening. She's going Blade also. That item's just so overrated. It's one of the most overrated items of all time. I needed to get boots. No. I need to get boots. Pike's not gonna be able to get around here. Maybe. Absolute disaster. I don't know why he didn't just flash out for the Well, if he goes after Caitlyn, I guess Thresh can Lantern Caitlyn back out. I don't know. Maybe I should have just stayed on the Thresh. I thought he was going to be able to kill the Thresh. And that we just clean up Caitlyn. He should have definitely switched over to Caitlyn right there when she walked into that tri-bush, though. That's what I think. Okay.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh my god. And they have a pick and a BF sword. Attack speed's just, for most champions, just such a trash stat in the early game too. Like, you just really want heavy AD. You got arrow? She's got arrow, right? No Kiana's here.
Enemy rampage. Has been slain.
I mean, there's been a lot of bad stuff that's been happening in this game, but it's still 7-7. Like we're still in it, even though there's been like a ton of fail. Oh my gosh. No, don't hit the fucking ward, dude. What is wrong with you? So we've got Ashe hitting the ward so they know we're doing dragon, and we've got Pyke chasing people under tower for kills instead of rotating to grab an infernal dragon. It's like unbelievable how these people got out of Wood 5. I guess, I mean, at least we got the infernal, but that was like ridiculous. Like, 4 people are dead, and we killed them right next to dragon. How do we not, or 3 people are dead. How do we not get the dragon, like, immediately? It boggles the mind. Shouldn't have Infinity Edge or anything yet.
Turret plating will fall soon.
they thought they were being sneaky, huh? Okay, Jarvan's top.
An enemy has been slain. Shut down. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed.
I mean, yeah, Kiana's kind of spooky. Where you get reverse pranked, you know.
Your turret has been destroyed. Shut down. Double kill.
Please, just auto, Ash.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
She had heal. What? Did it just come back up? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that are going through some rough stuff. If you played during the preseason, you're going to be frustrated with a lot of play because a lot of people just that are playing right now just did not play at all during the preseason, and so they're just like super rusty. I mean, we can still win. It's just like, man, the way that we're losing some of these fights is... a little frustrating, but that's alright. I mean, I'm making some mistakes too. This is such a weird... We're all dead. We're gonna get a dragon off that too. Ashe dies without her ult while getting dove.
An ally has been slain.
From the deep.
People were saying that, like, game quality was so low in the preseason. I'm like, have you guys ever played at the beginning of a season? Preseason is actually where the most hardcore people often play. The people that are, like, addicted to the game that play every day, they don't care about rewards. It's the beginning of the seasons where you get all the casuals. People that just, like, you know, the, what you call them? The tourists.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I might get rotated on by this Kiana. I can't go too deep in the jungle. I don't know, man. I felt like the games in the preseason were much higher quality. I don't know. Maybe it was my elo bracket, but there are some boosted. Although there's actually, as a percentage, it's a very, very small amount that are literal, like they bought their account. It does happen, but it's not as many as people often think. Just get the wave, man. I pinged cloth armor like 5 times at the beginning of the match, but I don't guess they got the memo. They're literally all AD and almost nobody has any armor. Like, everybody should have Ninja Tabby. I guess I'm not... I've got Moby Boots too. So I should have gotten Ninja Tabby. I wasn't even thinking. So I'm guilty of it too, but... When they actually have 5 AD champions, like, armor is, like, double value.
An enemy has been slain.
I missed the cannon.
An enemy has been slain.
Alley-oop. I didn't mean to take everything. How fast he moves. I don't have any mana though. I'll have to save up for my ult. Save this for Kiana. My ult. Oh my god, what? Why can't we just do the dragon when we kill 2 people? Oh my god, I gotta get 30 kills in a game, man! The game is not free. I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, this is every game right now. You've got, like, one champion that scales super hard that has, like, 18 kills. I mean, if I had more mana, we win that easily, but I kept pinging my mana. Like, I don't have any mana at all. Can we just stop chasing kills and, like, actually get objectives? Answer no. I should have had the Zeke's on somebody. I got a good idea. Let's just fight Kiana, like, in, like, the tightest space you can possibly fight her in, and then jungle. I should have pinged them back out of that. Like, they burned all of their stuff on the Jarvan that's 0-8 instead of saving anything for the Kiana that has 22 kills. Fuck, we just lose the game, don't we, right here? Kiana's not greater than Pyke in general. We threw that game like 50 times. Off of just like this unbelievably bad macro. It's just so sad. I should have pinged him out of the jungle, though. I mean, like, the jungle, like, camp isn't that bad, but... we had to like save stuff for the Kiana. Just so dumb. We were up like 10k at one point in that game, probably. Should have had the Cloud Dragon. Instead, I don't know. I'm so tilted off the game. Those are the worst kind to lose, where it's like 100%. Like, you should win the game. Is this the same dude from last game? This chunky guy? Yeah. I was not impressed. Well, it should be a silver-only thing. Who knows? Maybe the dude literally got boosted. Victory! 1-11! Let me keep playing top lane Graves. I won a game on it. The game I went 1-11 in.
You used to be cool.
I mean, this guy's like, that game 100% should have been a loss. And the dude's like 1-20 on this champion or something. In the top lane. I'm probably dodging this. If mid's auto-filled also.
Let's dance.
We're Platinum 4 right now. I can't ban. The banning phase is over, guys. I can't ban it. And you don't want to ban somebody's champion that they really want to play. If you don't want that on your team, you just have to dodge. Because if you ban it, they're just going to troll. And you're going to have to dodge anyways. So... Alright, thanks, Carlos. I mean, I think we won our first few games. No, he would not have dodged. People don't dodge if you ban their champion. They troll you. Like 9 times out of 10. Especially if it's something weird like that, because they're gonna target ban you. Or they're gonna know that you target ban them. I mean, I guess you could try to say, oh, sorry, man. But the thing is, like, if that's all they play, if that's all he has experience on, he's going to be bad on, like, everything else anyways. He was 1-11 last game. Like, everyone on their team was 1-11, basically, except for the Kiana. Hey, what's up, Lucas? Like, we had to try so hard to throw that game. Like, he was 1-11. The Thresh was 2-6. The Jarvan was 0-9. The Caitlyn was 6-7. So everyone on their team combined, other than Kiana, was 9-33. I mean, our team was kind of similar. Except their Kiana was actually smart. Like, I didn't see their Kiana do, like, that many stupid things ever. Like, she was in the right spot at the right time most of the time. We got her a couple of times because we have a million pieces of CC. But for the most part, she was in the right place at the right time. And we had tons of opportunities to win, but we just overstayed. Do they not have a... Okay, yeah, there's like a gold chart. Yeah, we were up 15,000 gold at 26 minutes. 15,000 gold. When we lost the game, we were still up 10,000 gold. Hey, thanks, Arturo. It's just sad. It's real sad. Alright. Like, all of those pike kills are basically 2 kills, too. Because he hands out, like, so much extra gold to everybody. So it's almost like we were up, like, 30 kills or something. It's not even really Kiana, it's our pike. Like, our pike was just stupid with the macro. Like, yeah, he pressed R and got some resets, but... just a standard assassin player. Would rather try to go for 50 kills in a game rather than actually win the game. Well, the balancing in League, I think, is okay. There are definitely a collection of champions that are too strong. But, like, solo queue itself right now is not that great. I mean, usually the beginning of the season is, like, the worst time. Because you have a bunch of, like, tourists coming back. They haven't played the game, like, in at least 2 months. Yeah, it was solo lane. It was mid lane pike. Alright, it's got 40 seconds here. Saw an article, it just popped up on my feed or whatever, that the movie 1917 soared to 36.5 million opening after it won something at the Golden Globe. How can it win if it hasn't even opened, though, at the Golden Globe? Just because, I guess, critics got to see it early or something? What? It wins before it's even released? Saying open to 36.5 million. I'm like, is that a high number? I feel like that's not a high number. Right? I mean, is that a lot? I feel like when I hear like opening weekend high number, I'm thinking like at least 100 million. But I don't know for sure. I'm not an expert on kind of the film industry. It won Best Dramatic Picture. Oh, it had a limited opening beginning on Christmas Day. So I guess it opened in a couple of theaters, probably in like New York and LA, so that it could be considered for the Golden Globes. Oh no.
Ignorant thrall.
Silas is so terrible, especially in top lane. I mean, I had one earlier today, man, and he went like 0-10. I thought the Silas rework might be a little bit better, but it's supposed to be really unique for its cinematography. I saw like a commercial or a trailer or something for it. I don't remember. I mean, it's probably an alright film, but at least Joaquin Phoenix won Best Dramatic Actor. I was about to say, if he didn't get Best Actor for Joker, like, get out of here. I could say, you know, maybe they could call it not the best picture, I guess, for a drama. I don't know. It's pretty damn good. But I could see, like, some stuff being a little bit better, but he has to be the best actor. I would probably build Essence Reaver right now on Ashe. Essence Reaver into IE. IE first is kind of rough. I mean, if you're really far ahead, if you have good back timings, maybe you can do that. If you get like a BF sword and then your next back time you can afford the pickaxe, maybe you can get that. This guy does have a good win rate on Silas. Is that dude playing Lee Sin? Oh, they picked his Lee Sin. Damn Nautilus.
Feel the thorns embrace.
I mean, I haven't really watched a ton of film recently, so I don't know. Maybe there are better things out there. I'm sure 1917 is probably pretty good, but... Okay, so this guy's a jungle main who's like first timing, or no, he's played Lucian a couple of times, I guess. It's this guy, he's terrible on Rek'Sai. What about our mid laner? No games on LeBlanc. A couple of games. Damn it, I guess we just have to dodge it again. It's like Silas is the only person who's playing a champion that they've ever played, hardly. At least in the last 30 days. Might be a 30-minute one there. If that's 30, I have to pop on the PBE and play something real quick. It does seem a little weird, but it's not based on like how well it did in the box office or like even what anyone in the audience thinks about it. It's just strictly what the critics think about it. I mean, it's not all about the money, but like Joker, I think costs like 70 million to make, and I think it grossed over 1 billion. I mean, that's like the most divisive film of the year, I think. Like, critics just, for some reason, really, really hate that movie. Yeah, and it's a 30-minute dodge. Okay, we're going to have to play one on the PBE. I just couldn't play it. I mean, that was just going to be a loss. What? I think they hate that movie because they think it's like promoting like incel culture, which I don't think it is. Okay, let me sign out here. Sure. Yeah, I don't know. Like, to me, I don't see any, like, misunderstanding there. With, like, thinking that that's trying to promote, like, gun violence or that it's trying to promote, like, anarchy or something like that. It's like the Joker he never wanted any of that. Like, if anything, it's a reflection on, like, how society treats poor people and people with mental illness, which should be something that, you know, the far left critics would like. So I don't understand. Like, it's a critique of aristocrats and the wealthy. It's a critique of, like, the failing of our medical system and, like, mental health. I don't know. Like, it seems to me like I don't know, man. But I don't even think it is promoting that, honestly. I don't even think it is promoting anarchy. Like, that's what happens, but I don't think Arthur ever really wanted that. He was, like, forced into that, is how I read it. Or, like, my interpretation of it. But Sadie, what is it? Dude, I do not want to update my Riot account. Why? Why do we have to choose? This is so annoying. Really? How was that already taken? So annoying. Okay. Why does it have ranked on the PvE? Showing me. I mean, it's just like very, very politicized. Like, really, sort of the politics have and ideology has just like infested everything. And people are just so like entrenched in whatever their position is. And for some reason, that movie just became really political. I don't really think it was intending to be political. Like, they asked him several times, are you trying, you know, on the talk show at the end, are you trying to start a movement and all this stuff like that? He's like, no. Is there no longer a TFT ranked system? I thought there was a ranked system on TFT. Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, okay. What are we even? I don't even remember what we're at. I think we're at like 32. I think what were we, like 3-2 tonight or something? 3-1, 3-2. I think we're positive, but barely. And that last one should have 100. That should have 100% been. I don't remember our other loss. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he would have just killed himself if Murray would have just been like 5% less rude. Okay. Oh, sorry. Minor spoiler there, then. Still didn't have my spoiler alert on. It's been up like it's been out for like 4 months, so. But I can stop talking about it. I actually really didn't like Endgame that much, honestly. Just speaking of movies, it was all right. I thought the first Infinity War one was better. I think that like what made the first one so good was Thanos, and I just feel like there just wasn't. He just didn't feel as like he had as much depth, you know, in the second one. He just felt like a much more generic kind of villain. And I didn't like how they resolved it. I thought they were going to be doing, you know, like quantum realm stuff or like, you know, something cool, like going into the spirit or whatever, the soul gem, interacting with Adam Warlock and some other people. But it was just like it just went to just same old like time travel thing that gets used all the time. It's like an out to things. I thought that there are like so many other options that like you could do that would be more creative and cool in that universe other than time travel. Yeah, it just felt like very one-dimensional. It's just like kind of going through the motions with like the bad guys and stuff. Like, he was never really worried about. I don't know. I just wasn't. I mean, some people died and stuff like that. I feel like the stakes just felt like they were higher in the first one though. When he was like trying to collect the gems. You know, some of the points that he made, like he wasn't wrong, but. Have you not seen Infinity War 2? Probably not going to touch on the Iran thing. It's probably a little too political. I mean, I would just assume if you haven't seen it, maybe you don't want to see it, but maybe that's not true. Maybe you're Netflix or something. Oh, everyone's trying to play set. I mean, yeah, there could be a domino effect of things that could happen potentially. Yeah. I will say that I don't foresee like China and Russia directly becoming involved. Oh shit! No, damn it! I forgot there's no ban, and it's like a 10-second choice. No. It is shorter. It's 5 minutes. We're at 3:40. I mean, I could just call it. I don't know. Yeah, by the time we start, it's going to be like 3 hours and 50 minutes by the time we start this anyways. Yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and call it. We can just get back in here tomorrow night. So sorry to end on like 2 dodges like that. I know we haven't had a game for like the last 30 minutes. It sucks. I mean, the comps are just so terrible. They had like 3 auto-filled people. Or maybe not auto-filled, but people that like weren't playing their main roles. Sorry about that. I haven't played on the PvE in a while, though. I forgot. It's just like 10 seconds, pick your champion. There's no bans. You don't have 30 seconds to think about it, so. Some superhero movies can be kind of cool. Like the original Infinity War one, I think was pretty cool. And some of them are pretty good. I don't know. I don't watch all of them, but. I never saw the Guardians of the Galaxy. They could probably be pretty good. Anyways, we'll get back in here tomorrow. So, sorry, like I said, sorry about the ending there. I know that's kind of lame, but I am kind of tired, and we're almost at 4 hours. A little bit short. But, anyways, we'll be back in here tomorrow. So, thank y'all very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.